All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm next JGGen24. Hold on one second. There we go. Sorry, had something on my glasses that I needed to pull off. And today, what we're going to be doing is trying to wrap up the first half of the season and get to the All-Star game. So, if you guys don't recall from yesterday, well, the Phillies hit a bit of a snag. Where were they? Okay, so they had just came off the San Francisco series. They started against St. Louis. Unfortunately, dropped two there. They did sweep Seattle, and they took 2 out of 3 against Miami. So it wasn't bad there, but the next 2 series they dropped. Atlanta 2 out of 3 and Arizona 3 out of 4. Both of those were home. They rebounded nicely against Colorado, but now they face a really tough test in the Los Angeles Dodgers, and that won't close out their road trip, but it will close out the western half of the U.S. portion. Because after that, they're going to travel to Houston, and then they've got a series coming up against Cleveland at home. And then Baltimore as well. They'll welcome in Baltimore. Then they'll end the first half on the road against Pittsburgh and against Cincinnati, and then we've got the All-Star game. So that is the goal for today. So let's get right into it. Oh. Okay, Rob Thompson wants to speak to us. Okay, very good. Good. Okay. Thank you, Skip. I appreciate it. So we're going to get the 2-time multiplier, which is probably a good thing considering that they're going up against the Dodgers. So probably a good idea to get as get as much as they can in. Ooh, the Dodgers have Eugenio Suarez. And of course, we're going up against Blake Snell to start out the game. But the good news is that the Phillies do have a 2-0 lead.
Well, 1-0.
Hope y'all are having a great Tuesday. You know, everyone's back to work, back to school.
1-1.
Enjoyed the nice day off yesterday, the President's Day. Well, it's not going to be a double, but at least it's a base hit.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Ooh, excuse me. And Harper's just going to look at strike 3. See if Marcy can tell a different story. He's also in a 2-strike count. He's just going to ground out to second. So, nothing going there, but like I said, at least the Phillies have a 2-0 lead. If they can win this series against the Dodgers, then I'd consider that an overall success. Lee gets a hold of one. It's deep to center. I think that was in front of the warning track. It might have been on the warning track, but either way, it's a fly out to center. Let's see, because now I'm kind of curious. Right on the warning track. Okay, so gave it a pretty good ride, just didn't have enough underneath it. Oh, God. I'm sorry, if you're hearing like these messages from on my computer, that's just my coworker texting me, or not texting me, but messaging me on Messenger. So, and Lee's gonna go deep to right field, no doubt about it. What a home run! I think that's Phillies' 30th on the year. It is. So his 30th puts the Phillies up 5-0. So Phil Lee picking up where he left off in Colorado. No doubt about that one. Which is good. I mean, he needs to have strong performances against teams like the Dodgers. If the Phillies are going to have any shot to win, to go to a World Series, we'll fly out there to right field, just right at him. Ooh, uh-oh. Dodgers are coming back. 6-4, so it's probably a good thing Lee hit that 2-run homer. Otherwise, they'd be down right now. He's giving this one a pretty good ride to left center, and it's gone. Phil Lee, his second 2-run homer of the game, is 31st on the year, and the Phillies' lead extends now to 8-4. What's up, Bubbles? How are you? I think we can sim. I don't think we need to worry about the Dodgers coming back. And we don't. So the Phillies take game one, 8-4. That's huge. Beating down Blake Snell, huge. I'm doing okay. You know? Doing okay. Feels good to get that first win against the Dodgers. I do miss having daily content to be able to grind, but there's just nothing for me to grind in Diamond Dynasty right now. So there's really nothing I can do. Another 2-0 lead for the Phillies in the top of the first. Lee gives this one a pretty good ride out to right field. The right fielder's underneath it. The batter's not, or the runner's not going to advance. I know he has 31 speed, but I would have tried it on that. Oh well. Phillies did extend their lead to 3-0. So, but when they put no new content in, I mean, what do they expect me to do? I gotta be honest, I'm surprised I'm even still playing MLB The Show at this point.
Ball.
I think I got away with that one. But I'll take it.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Yohei Ohtani.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite the right saying. It's just, I get it. It's hard. It's hard to put new content up this late in the year. But see, this is why I'm an advocate of MLB The Show should be released in January or February, not in March. I get why they do that, because that's no different than what NBA or Madden or NHL or FIFA.
No strike.
It's no different to what the other sports titles do. I get it, but now you leave yourself a month or you leave yourself like a month or two where there's no content. And what are people going to do?
Now batting, right fielder.
Well, yeah, but first of all, I'm an avid baseball fan, so I'm playing it regardless. And the other thing too, I'm a MLB The Show content streamer, so I'm going to be constantly playing. I think we're okay to just sim here. All right, so Phil Lee, not a great game in that one, but the Phillies do take game 2, so they take the series against the Dodgers, which is good to see. The Dodgers are likely going to be one of the teams the Phillies could meet up in the playoffs, so it's okay. You know, it's just now with MLB The Show, you know, there's going to be high anticipation for the next game, and the next game is not coming out for another month. Emmett Sheehan? Really? A Cy Young candidate. Oh, wow. Okay, Schwarber. So you're going to go ahead and advance on that. But yet when I try to get you to advance on the fly ball to right field, you were like, nope, don't even want to try it. You jerk. All right, so the Phillies don't get off to a strong start here as they did in the first 2 games. You know, it's just now we're in a lull period for about a month. It's going to be hard to do anything other than Road to the Show here. I mean, I could technically do franchise, but that's going to take a while. And the other sad thing too is that these Road to the Shows don't carry over anymore. So when MLB The Show 26 comes out, if I want to pick this back up, you know, I have to create Phil Lee or some other Road to the Show player from scratch. That's the only thing that sucks. It wasn't always like that. It used to be that you were able to save your Road to the Show over to the next game. Never played franchise? I mean, I have fun with it at times, but I'm not like a dedicated franchise player. It's just more of, if you want to be more introduced to what you're supposed to be doing in MLB or in franchise, I recommend starting out with March to October. Do that, and you'll get an introduction to what you're supposed to be doing for franchise. But franchise would be like after March to October. I would say both. I mean, you can adjust to how much gameplay you want to play in it. You can adjust that like I do. I only play if there are critical situations. If there are no critical situations, then I'm not playing. I just simply... J-Tag, I like this Mets lineup. I think it could be a formidable lineup. The biggest question is, how's their pitching gonna do? We know what Nolan McClain is gonna do, and there are obviously very high hopes for Freddie Peralta. And, David Peterson, I think, is the other lock in the rotation. But after that, what are we going to get out of Clay Holmes? What are we going to get out of Kodai Senga? And more importantly, how is our bullpen going to fare being that outside of Luke Weaver and Devin Williams? You're hoping that Luis Garcia is going to be solid. You hope that, but we'll have to see. And Tobias Myers is, I think, a good long relief option.
1-0.
They said they want to make him a spot starter. Yeah, Tobias Myers.
That's a ball.
Yeah, so to me, this is a lineup that he could. We'll just have to wait and see. He could be solid. But, I mean, again, Clay Holmes, Kodai Senga, Sean Manaea. Can't forget about Manaea here.
Take your base.
So as far as the offense goes, there's a lot of potential here, but there are also a lot of questions. Pitching wise. Plus, what are we going to get out of Luis Robert Jr.? Are we going to get the 2023 version who was an all-star and a very solid player? Or are we going to get last year's or Luis Robert Jr. of the last 2 years? Maybe. Come on, Harper. Can't be doing that. And now you left them in the hands of Marchand. Oh, he's lucky. He is lucky. The thing is, who are they going to go after at the trade deadline? Skubal? Not if the Tigers are still in contention for him. And I mean, how much more can you trade of your prospects? How much more? You already gave away Chet Williams and Brandon Sproat. You gave them away for Peralta. You also gave away Luis Angel Acuna for... Oh, no. You also gave away Luis Angel Acuna for Luis Robert Jr. So, what's left? Drew Gilbert? What about the, who's the first baseman? Clifford? Ryan Clifford? Are you willing to trade Jonah Tong? I actually want to see him get another shot. Not under the pressure of a pennant race, but rather but rather a like maybe a June spot. If none of the guys can really step up behind Peterson, I'd like to see Jonah Tong get another shot. I think he could be a solid pitcher. You know, just if he doesn't have the pressure of having to pitch in a chase for a playoff spot, then I think Tong could be a lot more effective. Fly ball, left field, left fielder's under it, and that's the ball game. Phillies take the series. They sweep the Dodgers thanks to Phil Lee's 10th inning 2-run double. They came back, and Lee just gave them what they needed in extras. What a way to close it out. Nice, 10 tokens. Probably get some upgrades in for Phil Lee. It's going to be an 86 overall. Wow. Keep growing, Phil Lee. Keep growing. I mean, he's about to crack 100 RBIs for the season, and they're not even out of the first half. That's really crazy to me. Well, let's see how he does against the Astros. First up, though, he's got to do a training. Got to do some drills. Oh, free tokens right here. Free tokens. Nice. 2 for 1 right there. Nice. All right. Let's see how Phil Lee does in Houston. Wow, it's crazy to me that Phil Lee is now batting behind Al Schwarber. Never thought I'd see the day. Hunter Brown. Yeah, he's a solid pitcher. Oh! Oy, a 5-0 deficit in the second inning.
Ball.
Well, I'm actually curious as to what happened. So I think the Pena hit was the one that was the fielding situation. So it looks like after that, Correa hit. He hit to right for a single, and Pena advanced to second. Then Jordan Alvarez, hit one up the middle for a base hit. Pena scored. Paredes hit a single to left, and Correa scored. And then Dubon hit a single, so Jordan Alvarez scored. And then Diaz doubled, driving in both Paredes and Dubon. So, not a good outing here for Jesus Luzardo. I mean, they even removed him and put Patrick Sandoval into pitch. Like, they weren't messing around. They were not messing around one bit. But neither is Phil Lee. He wants to get that base hit. He may not get the double, but at least he can get something started. And that's going to be a double play. Oh, no, not a double play, but Lee is out.
Yeah, here we go. Relay, relay.
Philadelphia, the right fielder.
All right, so down 9-2 now, so at least there's some offense going on.
Hey!
Umpire, I definitely feel like missed that one. Now they had to go to Andrew Painter. So this is going to be a bullpen game. Oh, he missed it!
Relay, here we go. Relay, relay.
35 speed. There we go. We got him. Or we got him. Great job hitting the relay man there.
Fielder, Phil Lee.
Ball! That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The bat went further than the ball did, so not a great... I mean, this is not a great game for Philadelphia either way, but it didn't help that Lee was not very effective. So, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe we can avoid getting into a 5-0 hole before we get to Lee's first at bat. Just a suggestion. Got him! I mean, 2-0. What are you doing, Lee? Now it's 3-0, so... And we're going up against... Or Lee and the Phillies are going up against Framber Valdez. So forget that.
Hey, attaboy, nice rip.
There we go. What a rip.
Runner, runner, runner.
1-1.
He's fine.
No, he's safe.
Valdez threw it in the dirt, so he took the base. Now he can't bunt, because if he bunts and if it goes foul, he's lucky. I mean, it was going to be an out either way, but still. And also, why was Marcy not, like, was he not batting or not hitting or swinging away because he was a lefty pitcher? And that's a pop-up to first baseman. He's underneath it, and that's the inning. So, Lee gets in scoring position, but the Phillies can't drive him in.
The left fielder, number 44, Yoda.
Once again, Lee misses it.
Here we go, relay.
But at least Yordan Alvarez is slow, so that's an easy gun right there. I don't understand the logic in this game. Why would you try to advance to third when you have 35 speed? Like, just take the freaking double. No, I'm definitely not, or at least definitely not going 3. He may be quick, but he's not that quick. No bunting this time.
That's it out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
1 ball, no strikes. Hey, ha!
That was a slick sweeper there. Took a very sharp left into the strike zone.
Oh, you drove that one, attaboy.
I mean, it didn't matter anyway. Houston was winning. I mean, Phil Lee is trying. He's doing what he can. The rest of the team is not. Got him. Even on 95 speed, I'm kind of shocked that they tried to that Pena tried to stretch it there.
Phil Lee.
Here.
I feel like that would have been a strike anyway. So it could take away for swinging at a ball, but
That's down. That's a ball.
in my mind, it was a strike.
No, that's high.
No.
Out.
Nope. Those stayed on Twitch, and I believe they're down now, so. Nice catch, Lee.
Now back, right fielder, Phil.
I have a feeling Yordan Alvarez is not going to like Lee very much. He's taken away a lot of hits from him. Good opportunity right here for Lee to get a run in. Lee hasn't had too many RBIs in this series, so. There we go. Base hit for Lee, and that ties the game at 1. So Phil Lee coming through with an RBI base hit. The only thing that's getting uploaded to my YouTube channel is this Road to the Show series. That's it.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alex
Bohm with a ride out to left field, and it's gone! Alec Bohm with a 3-run shot over the short left field wall, and the Phillies have a 5-2 lead, or a 4-1 lead, excuse me. Great job, Bohm. Nope. Manviews never got off the ground for me. That's why I don't stream Madden.
Got him.
The only thing that's ever gotten me a lot of views was MLB The Show. That's the only one. Fly ball towards the left fielder, but the Trey Turner's underneath this. He's going to catch it, and that's the ball game. The Phillies hold on for a 4-3 win over the Astros to avoid the sweep. Alec Bohm coming through with that 3-run homer. Probably the only reason the Phillies even won that game. All right, so we're heading back to Philadelphia, take on the Cleveland Guardians. Or, well, Lee and the Phillies are heading back to Philadelphia, take on the Guardians. That should be a much better matchup for the Phillies. Nice. A 2-for-1 right there. Ooh, missed that one. But that's okay. The goal was already secured. Look at Kyle Manzardo, 85 overall. Good for him.
Batting seven.
Ooh, gave that one a shot to left field, but unfortunately right at Stephen Kwan. He's going to get those every time. I don't think that's going to be catchable. In the second, yeah, but not going to get the runner. It's too bad.
Leading up for the Phillies, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Ooh, the Phillies with a 2-0 lead over the Guardians. Lee tried to hold up there, but no dice. Wow, Clay Holmes firing 7 innings for a one-hit ball for the Mets. I wish I could see that in real life. He held up. Come on.
Relay, 3-3.
Got him.
Now batting, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Oh, you drove that one.
Base hit there for Phil Lee. Perfect. Hey, gets him on base. A 116 exit
Now
velocity.
batting,
Wow.
the center fielder, Brandon Mark.
Ooh, Lee was ready to go. He was ready.
Runner.
And And he swiped the bag. Phil Lee with his 9th stolen base on the year. Just a bad throw by the catcher.
Get up, ball. Get up, ball.
Yeah, Lee's not going to score on that. Sorry to Marsh, but there was no guarantee it was going to go down. Or there was no guarantee it was going to be a base hit.
One.
Jeez, calm down. I like Bohm, not great against Tanner Bibby. That's going to be possibly a double play. Yeah, double play. So they avoid the run scoring. 3-0 with a chance to push it to 4-0 if Lee can drive in the run. Oh.
Ball, no. Hee-haw! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, Lee.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lee drives this one to right field, no doubt about it. Ring that bell for Phil Lee. A 3-run homer, his 32nd on the year, and the Phillies have a 6-0 lead. Ooh, another snowstorm? Oh, jeez. I'm not looking forward to that. You know what? It was a nice day today. It was very nice. We're going to sim this. Christopher Sanchez, it looks like he's going to get the complete game shutout. Nice way to start off the series against the Cleveland Guardians, and now we're on to game 2.
Relay, 4-4.
Got him! Catch him out, throw him out. Double play. Great job, Lee. Didn't even need the relay, man. Just threw it in there, and Marchand did the rest. Barely, but let's see it. Let's see it. Yep, he was out right there. No doubt about it. Oof. Wow, and the Phillies off to a 3-0 lead in the first inning. That's good.
No.
Wow, I never thought I would see the day where a team is actually worse than the Chicago White Sox.
1-2. –
2.
Well, then this is not going to be a fun weekend. I'll just say that.
Full count.
If we get hit with another snowstorm.
Yeah, you got that
Philly's going to drive this one to right field for a base hit.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Brandon Marsh.
How do I get
Nice. First to third on a single. Why are you mad?
Batting seventh, the third baseman,
Oh,
Jesus.
out of there.
Now it's boom. Double play.
now batting.
At least the Phillies lead is extended to 5-0. Another base hit up the middle.
Runner, he's going, he's going.
Yeah, he's out.
Contact. He's out.
Leading off for the Guardians, the second baseman, Xavier.
Sometimes I just hope that these pitches go in the dirt. I really think that's the only way the Philly or Phil Lee is able to swipe bags.
No, too late.
Wait, was that Xavier Edwards? He's on the Guardians now? Ow. Yeah, he's on the Guardians now. They must have traded for him. Oh, I see. Some tension with your father. I get that. Good thing the lead, or good thing that the challenge was just get a run in. At least we succeeded in that. Don't worry about it. My dad is the same way. I think it's just the older generation. You know, that's just the way they were taught. You know, through any kind of injury, they were taught to just work through it. Great double play there. Catch him out, throw him out. That Festa, now he's on the Guardians.
That's foul. Ball.
I would say for the Phillies, the biggest need they need to address at the trade deadline is catcher. They need a catcher. Not sure who they're going to get, but they need someone. What a bases clearing double by Phil Lee there. Adding on, he's close. I think he's very close to surpassing 100 RBIs for the season. We're not even at the All-Star game yet.
Take your base. Ball 4.
And that's up the middle for a base hit. Lee is going to score. Marsh is going to move up to third. Base hit by Alec Bohm. I mean, the Phillies are just adding on here. Yep, there we go. Phil Lee has eclipsed 100 RBIs for the season. Good for Phil Lee. Ooh, got it. Is that the Cleveland Guardians jersey I have here? Oh, there it is. Is it Gaddis? Oh, no, I think it's Heron. Yeah, it's Heron. Alright, sorry, Gaddis. Ooh, bad play there by the Cleveland Guardians. They did not play that bunt very well at all. I think Lee is just going to take third and leave it there. Unfortunately, a double play there, so Alec Bohm not coming through. Now it's up to Bryce Harper to drive in Lee. And he can't do that because he's going to ground out to first there. Although, why was Lee sliding? There was no reason to do that. Well, either way, he should. We're going to sim, and the Phillies take game 2 against the Guardians, 14-3. What an offensive display! Phil Lee with a double, 3 singles, 4 RBIs. Have a series.
The first baseman, number 9,
And he makes the diving catch for the first out of the second inning. What a play. Phil Lee just showing why he's the leading candidate for a Gold Glove in right field.
Ball.
Lee taking that one to left center field. Oh, it's just going to miss a home run, but it will be good for an extra base hit. Wow, what a shot. Just unfortunate that he missed it. I gotta see how much that missed by. I gotta see. Hold on. Alright, so right there. Hit the railing. I guess if it's got to go above the railing in order to be a home run. Doesn't count if it hits the railing itself. I know at Citi Field, if it hits the railing, then it's gone. But I guess there are different rules for Citizens Bank Park. Pop out to third base there. Lee's not going to advance. I mean, you got a prime opportunity right here to drive in a run. I would take it. Well, so much for that.
the catcher, number 34, Jake Rogers.
Oh, so the base runner actually heard of Lee's arm and decided not to push it. Smart on his part. That probably got the Guardians their 2-0 lead. But Lee's going to drive one to left field. That's gone! Ring the bell for Phil Lee. He cuts the lead in half with his 33rd home run on the year. He says, I can definitely get it over the railing. Don't need to worry about that.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Guardians get the run back, but there is a runner in scoring position for Phil Lee. He wants that home run. He knows that time is running out for the Phillies to tie, so he wants that home run. But he's not going to get it there. Sorry, Lee. It's tied at 3. Okay, please do not take that much time to gather a throw, Lee, because that's... Nothing antagonizes me more than seeing that. I know it's the game's fault, it's not Lee's fault, but still.
That's a foul ball.
Oh, look at who Lee is going up against. Emmanuel Clase.
Ball.
So they still have him in the game,
One ball, one strike.
even on the Cleveland Guardians roster. And Lee's going to drive this one to right field, no doubt about it. Ring the bell for Phil Lee. That's his 2nd home run in the game, his 34th on the year. And the Phillies lead is now 6-3. And we'll enter. Jonkensi Noel can still hit a deep fly. I mean, it may not tie the game, but it would bring it pretty darn close. He's just going to pop out to the catcher, who's going to get underneath it, and that's the ball game. The Philadelphia Phillies complete the sweep of the Guardians. And Phil Lee had quite a series. Built in his candidacy for the home run derby. He wants to be part of it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no sunglasses. But I think Lee, I don't know, does Lee have enough? Or does Lee already have sunglasses that are... it's about the same, so he'll keep the Nike. He likes Nike. He's going to make some upgrades here. Oops. And there we go. So Phil Lee building up his attributes. Next up will be Baltimore. Got Christian Javier, Dean Kremer, and Trevor Rogers as the starters for that series. I believe the Phillies are going to go up against Paul Skeens. I know they have Mitch Keller and Bubba Chandler here, but I feel like that game on the 9th is going to be Skeens. I just have a feeling. Well, why don't we check out the awards races while we're at it here? So we got Phil Lee still leading for MVP ahead of Juan Soto and Fernando Tatis Jr. Spencer Schwellenbach, he's leading the Cy Young race, followed by Emmett Sheehan and Justin Steele. Phil Lee's in first place for the batting title. Yohan Duran, he's in the lead for reliever of the year with 31 saves. Owen Casey, he's leading for National League Rookie of the Year, followed by J.J. Weatherholt and Andrew Painter. Phil Lee is leading for the Hank Aaron Award. Max Meyer Gold Glove for pitcher. For catcher, it's Francisco Alvarez. First base, Rafael Devers. Second base, Tyro Estrada. Brett Beatty for third base. Francisco Lindor for shortstop. Brendan Nimmo for left field. Michael Harris for center field. And Phil Lee for right field. Then for DH Silver Slugger, you got Shohei Ohtani. First base, catcher Hunter Goodman. First base, Spencer Steer. Second base, Ketel Marte. Matt Chapman for third base. Francisco Lindor for shortstop. For outfield, you got Phil Lee, Juan Soto, and Fernando Tatis Jr. Obviously, no postseason MVP or World Series MVP is available yet. And actually, I'm kind of curious about another thing. I was just curious about what his Hall of Fame potential is. And I can see it right there. Let's get into the series against the Baltimore Orioles. Looks like they added Harrison Bader. Nice. Bill Lee could get the first run of the game if he comes through with a base hit. That'd be smart.
Ball.
Get out.
Oh, Lee. Right to the right fielder. Should be ready to go home. Throws it home. Is it going to be enough? It is. Phil Lee guns him down from right field. Prevents the run from scoring. Baltimore does take the lead 1-0. He was all over that knuckle curve. He was all over it. Just didn't have the patience. Was too far out in front of it.
Ball.
I mean, that was literally no choice. Like, Lee had to do something. Here we go. First time we're getting this opportunity. Haven't had that for a while. So Phil Lee still remembering how to catch it against the wall.
Up next for the Phillies, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
The deep fly ball to right field. It's going to go foul, but it is going to get caught. And Schwarber is going to try and advance on this, and he will. So a very productive out for Phil Lee. Oh boy. But the Orioles have the chance here to crack this one wide open. One base hit to do it. And Lee's going to catch this for the third out, so preventing the run from scoring. And the Phillies take a 2-1 lead. He was just upset about with his father. His father hurt himself at work, but refuses to sit still. So, you know, he's been arguing with him all day about trying not to do anything and making his injury worse. But nice double there from Phil Lee. I'm sure the Phillies would have loved to have had that at the when runners were on base, but I mean, he's got it now, so I guess that's what's important.
Get out, get out.
Nah, too close. Sorry, Harper. You need to hit it harder. What the heck, Harper? And Phil Lee is safe. Scores on the sacrifice fly. Great job there, Stubbs. Who knows? We may need it. Or the Phillies may need it here.
Relay three, relay three.
Is that going to be enough to get him? It is! Catch him out, throw him out, double play, and that's the ball game. Phil Lee wasn't very effective with the bat, but he came through with the final 2 outs in this game, and that was huge for the Phillies. Of course, they came through with 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, and then Lee had that at the bottom of the 8th run, so nice win to open up the series against Baltimore. Yes, still the regular season. We're not at the All-Star game yet. We're getting close, though. We're getting close. This is literally the last home series before the All-Star game. And then the Phillies are going to be out on the road against the Pittsburgh Pirates and who was the other team? Cincinnati. Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Ooh, it's the 4th of July. Let's cheer for the red, white, and blue. La 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 la.
Ball, that's low.
Fortunately, Baltimore took a huge lead for nothing. But Phillies can't come back from it. Oh man, great leap there by the pitcher, by Kremer, to steal one away from Phil Lee. Another wall catch here.
Relay, 2-2-2.
Yes, he will get it. Yes, sir. Phil Lee is very familiar with those kinds of catches. He just hasn't had them. I don't think he's had them outside of Citizens Bank Park. I think he's mainly done those catches in Philadelphia, but he hasn't done them anywhere else, which I find interesting.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
We'll see. Phillies are on a pretty good pace right now. They've got over 60 wins. Nice catch.
Now batting.
Ooh, Phillies bring it to within 1. Told you they could come back. Now if Lee can just get on base like that, Phillies might have a shot here. But he is going to have to rely on offense behind him that hasn't really come through.
Get down.
See? Case in point. Brendan Marsh is just going to pop out to second base there. Now I got Alec Bohm. Or now there's Alec Bohm.
Runner.
Count full.
Yeah, Philly is out. Philly wasn't even supposed to steal there. I just got ahead of
Right
myself.
fielder, Phil Lee.
Nice hit.
Phil Lee coming with a base hit to left field. At least that puts 2 runners on and the potential tying run at the plate.
Mark.
Never mind, it's going to be a double play, so Phillies are probably not winning this game. Barring anything crazy happening, which it doesn't, so. Ooh. Devin Williams on the Orioles. Okay. Okay.
Leading off for the Orioles, the left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Oh, he misjudged it.
Relay.
Oh, no. At least it's limited to a double. Oh, boy. But that's bad on Phil Lee for missing that approach. Should have been a routine fly ball, and yet Phil Lee missed it. Just like he missed that pitch there. Since 2001, so over 20 years. 25 years, actually. Oh, what a catch! Up against the wall. Dang, Lee. Okay. Yeah, my family grew. My dad is a Mets fan, and he made my oldest sister a Mets fan, and then that kind of just got passed on to me. So I still remember my first game. It was at Shea Stadium, Expos versus Mets in early April.
Leading up for the Phillies, the right fielder, Phil Lee.
Quite a time. Of course, I only knew one player on the Mets at that time, and that was Mike Piazza, because I saw him hit a home run on TV, and I was like, whoever that player is, that's going to be my favorite player. And I picked a good one. Good one in Mike Piazza. Oh, Lee's got a hit streak that's at stake here. And it's going to be over. So 9 games, it ends. Luckily, the Phillies are able to compensate. Oh, looks like Lee's going to get one more chance. And he gets it. So the hit streak is extended to 10 games. Pulls that one out thanks to some offense from the Phillies. I don't think Baltimore's coming back from this, so we're just going to sim it. And that's the ball game. The Phillies take the rubber match, take the series 2-1, end their final homestand before the All-Star game. Phil Lee, not a great game, but you know what? He did come through with some hits, so he was key in that first game. That first game, that was all Phil Lee, because he had those 2 home runs. Oh, you know what? We could see... Wow, so they're going to miss Paul Skeens. Wow. Talk about luck. Meanwhile, Phil Lee's going to get some work in the batting cage just before the All-Star game. Should get himself ready for the home run derby, too. I think this year's All-Star game, or 2020, this year's All-Star game, I believe, is in Philadelphia. So I'll see if there's a way to make it so it's in Philadelphia, but I'm not so sure I have any control over that. There we go, 3,200 for Lee. And Mitch Keller's had quite a season. Looks like the Pirates brought up Andrew Benintendi. Well, they got Benintendi, so... Pirates making a run at the wild card. Only 2 games back, so Pirates may not be a joke this year. Don't sleep on the Pirates.
Nice hit, big dog.
Batting fifth, the center.
Wow, 3 home runs for Kyle Manzardo. It's pretty impressive. No. No, Lee's going to hold up. A great hit there by Brandon Marsh to get himself and Lee into scoring position. Now, Bohm just has to come through. Even a deep fly ball. Nope. That's too close. Bryce Harper, can he do something? No, he cannot. He can only ground out to the third base.
The right fielder, Phil Lee.
Lee with a fly ball to right field. That's going to be off the wall. Potential extra base hit here, and it is. So Phil Lee coming through with an extra base hit. Let's see if Marsh can come through again. He had a double in his last at bat. Oh, beat out by the grounder there. That's unfortunate.
Center fielder, O'Neal. Cruz.
It's going three. And we got him! O'Neal Cruz, what are you doing? Just cost your team a run.
1-0.
And
First base.
of course they're gonna nail Lee. But at least the Phillies are gonna score on the sacrifice fly. Oh boy. I was hoping I wasn't wrong there. I was really hoping, so I'm glad that Marsh came through.
Get down, get down.
That's gonna get bad, so. Yeah, I can't rely too much on Bohm. I'd like to, but I can't. Soderstrom, he's now on the Pirates? Wow.
Forward.
Got him! Do they not know? Have they not heard? Phil Lee's got an arm out there in right field. You run on him, you run on at your own risk. But then again, O'Neal Cruz tried to stretch a double into a triple, and that failed miserably.
Runner, he's going.
No, that's high.
No, he's in there.
Nope, that's inside.
All right, got to take the walk. Can't swing at balls if they're going to be called balls. Hope Marsh can get a base hit here. Nope. He's just going to ground out to. All right, so middle of the eighth. No, bottom of the eighth.
The third baseman, number 60, Haber.
Pirates are still within one, so one swing and they can tie it. Ooh, Philly with a diving catch there.
The second baseman.
That was a close one. You really had to stretch out for that one. I could tell that one was going to be questionable. All right, Ryan Reynolds is up to bat. He's got pop, so don't sleep on him. Ground out to second, and that's the ball game. So the Philadelphia Phillies take game one in the series against the Pirates. Still got 2 games to go, so but it's a nice start.
That is it. The right fielder, Phil Lee. Batting sixth, the center fielder, number 16. Now batting.
Phillies
Right
taking a
fielder,
nice 4-0 lead.
Lee.
Ball.
And that's a double for Lee.
The center
There we
fielder,
go.
number
Hit streak is
16,
now
right
extended
fielder,
to
Mark.
12 games. I know Phillies had all kinds of hit streaks in the past, but you know what? This is a good opportunity for Lee. So every hit streak does matter. Got him.
He's out.
Yes, sir, Phil Lee. Keep reminding these players, these opposing players, they shouldn't run on you.
Laser!
Base hit, very nice to right field. Dang, the Yankees absolutely destroying the Guardians 15-4. I have to look back at that series and find out what was the worst beatdown the Phillies put on the Guardians in that series. Oh wow! A routine ground ball and Lawrence just can't handle it, and now everyone's safe. Instead of just one out, it's no outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, right, Harper.
Gonna ground into a double play. No, he will not because Lawrence drops it.
Now batting,
Wow. I wouldn't say that's on. That's definitely not on the second baseman or the shortstop, excuse me. It's not on him. Justin Lawrence can't catch. Then again, he might not have had him. And that's a line out to short. But But still, 5-0.
Second baseman, Garrett Triholo.
Nice catch over the wall to rob of a foul ball, and the Phillies end the inning. 5-0 still after 7.
Pitching for the Pirates. Number 56, Sugar.
One ball, no strike.
You know what? We'll enter. Normally I wouldn't do this. Normally I would just sim. But something tells me to enter.
3-3-3.
Oh, he's safe. Well, we should enter again. Never know what's gonna come of this, so it's a fly ball to Lee. He's underneath it, and that's the ball game. Phillies take the second game of the series. They take the series, and now we're going for the sweep of the Pirates in the next game. We'll see. The Keystone rivalry, Keystone State rivalry. And Phil Lee has an opportunity here to get it going. And he does it! That pitch is gone! Phil Lee with his 35th home run on the year gives the Phillies a 3-0 lead. Wow. Like, give me that pitch. I'm all over it. He looked at it like it was a meatball served on top of spaghetti.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
1-1-1. Relay, 2-2-2.
He's going to get Benintendi out here. I don't know what he was thinking. Like, dude, just take the single next time. Now Lee's going to go inside out that pitch for a single. And a double play here. Yep. And the lead is going to remain 3-0.
Leading up for the Pirates, the designated hitter, Alexander Canario.
There we go. See, at least Canario is actually learning. He knows not to run on Lee. He knows. He's going to drive that one out to right field. Not going to get over the wall, but it will get off the wall for a double. So at least he gets that. What are you saying now, Bohm?
He's out.
The first baseman, number 22, Tyler Soderstrom.
Can you get him out here? He will!
He's out.
Catch him out, throw him out. Double play by Lee. Why? Why would you even try?
Leading off to Philadelphia, Lee.
Lee only needs a triple for another cycle. That would be a great way to round out his game before the All-Star break. Not well, actually, be a great way to round out his performance before the All-Star break. Or actually, it wouldn't be a round out, more like the epitome of it. He's gonna leg out a single here. Great effort there by the shortstop, just not good enough. 72 speed. That's no joke. Boom, fly ball to left field, but the fielder's underneath it. And that's the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Would the double play? No. Double play right there. Dang. Let's sim. There we go. The Phillies sweep the Pirates with a 3-0 win in this final game. All thanks, I would like to point out, all thanks to Phil Lee's home run in the first inning. That was all the offense that the Phillies could have against the Pirates. But thankfully, Aaron Nola pitched another fantastic game. Don't sleep on him this year. Do not sleep on Nola. He has been fantastic. Let's see what kind of upgrades we could give Lee. Guess we'll do contact. Yep. Do that. Nice. And now it's a 3-game series against the Cincinnati Reds. We'll have JT Realmuto. I'd like to point that out. He's their catcher.
The right fielder, Phil.
Already off to a 1-0 lead. Very nice.
Hee-haw. 0-1.
Bill Lee with a base hit to right field. And that's going to drive in the run. But that's what Lee was going for anyway.
Batting six, the center fielder, number 16, Brandon.
So that extends the Mets or the Phillies lead to 2-0. Marsh is just going to line out to short here. So at least they got at least they got that run, but looks like they just fell behind here.
Leading off for Philadelphia, the right fielder, Phillies.
That's a ball. 1-0.
Oof. Weak grounder.
Up.
Oh, perfect contact, but
That's an F.
Ellie De La Cruz right there. I don't even think he needed to dive to get that. I think he could have just ran in front of it or ran behind it and gotten it. But that is just my opinion. Uh-oh. Top of the ninth. Abner Uribe is now on the Reds? Oh boy.
Ball.
Yeah, he's not even going to get on base. He's just going to line out. Right, let's see if Harper can do something. Seems like the type of situation for Harper to come through. Harper, deep fly ball, right field, and it's gone! Bryce Harper hits a two-run shot to give the Phillies the lead in the ninth inning, down to their final out. Bryce Harper. Why can't you do that when Phil Lee is on base? My God. That would have been nice. I guess they're giving Duran the night off because they're throwing in Dominguez instead. Uh-oh. Nope. Triple bad. That's bad. All right. Looks like we're in extras. And Phil Lee has an opportunity here to break the game wide open.
Ball.
He has a higher average with runners in scoring position than he does on the regular season. And it's only going to climb even higher because he's going to add on 2 runs there.
He's safe.
Make this an 8-4 game. That's going to get caught by the second baseman. But Brendan March can't come through. Alec Bowman, what say you? Can you come through? No, you're just going to look at strike 3. Of course you are. Harper, you came through the last time with the home run. What you got for an encore? Got base hit.
He's safe.
Scores the run. Philly moves up to third. It's now 9-4. There you go, Harper. Maybe that's what you need to get going. Maybe you just needed this kind of a game.
Let's go.
Sure, we'll enter it. It's a safe situation, so
1-1-1.
I'll get right to Bohm at third. Throw on the first, and that's the ball game. Is that the... Yep, that's the opening game against the Cincinnati Reds. An extra innings thriller. What a way to kick off the final series before the All-Star break.
Batting second, the third baseman, Marte.
So, Marte's just too quick. It's too quick. Root Box challenge against Hunter Green. And the Reds are already up 1-0.
Wood.
And he's chasing a pitch
0-1.
that's outside the plate. What are you doing, Lee?
Ball. 1-1. Here.
Not learning your lesson here. Come on. De La Cruz knocks that down and gets away from him, and Lee's going to end up on first with a single. Hey, it may not have been the double that Lee was looking for, but sometimes you got to take what you get. Bohm is unfortunately not going to move Lee over.
Batting ninth, the right fielder,
Mike Yastrzemski is now on the Reds. At least in this universe, he's on the Reds. Philly's going to track that one down for the final out. Very nice.
the batter, the right fielder.
Big opportunity here for Lee to come through.
One-oh.
But he's not going to be able to. I don't even think Turner's going to advance on that. Nope. And the Reds just blew it wide open to 5-0. Hunter Green pitching a fantastic game.
2-2.
Nope, not advancing on that one. Lee's not advancing on that one either. Ooh, Spencer Bivens. You know, he's pitching.
Get up, get up.
RC, do you hit a home run here? No. Hit it to the warning track. That's going to be enough to move Lee up to third.
The left fielder, Johan.
It's not going to be gone. If it were gone, that would have been nice because that would have at least put it in a save situation. But instead, Rojas is just going to fly out to left field, and the Phillies will remain shut out. Big opportunity here. Oh, and he robs a home run! Ellie De La Cruz tried to get that one over the wall, but Phil Lee said, no, 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 no. You're not catching this. Put that on Sports Center. Good thing that fan didn't interfere too late. Pitcher's like, no. Please. Lee makes those catches all the time in Citizens Bank Park. Fortunately here, he's going to ground out to short, and that's the ball game. So the Reds absolutely dominate the Phillies in Game 2. 5-0. Not much more Lee could have done. I mean, he went 2 for 4. Don't know what else you could want from him.
The center fielder, TJ Friedel.
Boss challenge against Lodolo. And it's 3-0. Oh my gosh.
Foul ball.
Philly has only one career home run against the Reds.
Get down, get down.
Not sure if that was at Great American Ballpark or at Citizens Bank Park, but he only has one. Gundam!
On the tag, you're out.
Don't run on Phil Lee. How many times does that have to be made clear?
Right fielder, Phil Lee.
Speaking of runs, big opportunity here for Lee. He's going to drive one to the left center field. That's going to get down up against the wall. That's going to drive in too. And Lee is going to be on second with a double. And more importantly, that extends his hitting streak to 16 games. So he's able to extend the hitting streak beyond the All-Star break.
One ball, 2 strikes.
RC's just going to ground out to first here. Lead, though. He's going to move up to third. And now a base hit here, although Marchand is probably going to get walked.
Miss, ball 4.
Thank
Take
you.
your base.
And now that should bring up nobody.
The right fielder,
Wow. Okay. So they're not even going to let Lee finish out the... Not even let him finish, score the run. They're going to be like, forget it. Okay, well... Lee with a deep fly ball to center field, but it's going to get caught. Still 2-3, or 3-2, excuse me. Favor of the Reds.
3-3-3.
Lee throw out the runner. He can catch him out, throw him out. Double play for Phil Lee. Garrett Clevenger. He's now in for the Reds. And Lee's going to drive this one to left field. No doubt about it. That one is gone. Phil Lee with a 2-run homer in the 8th inning. His 36th on the year. And the Phillies have taken the lead. It's now 4-3. Wow, big time to come through with a home run, Lee. Big time. And that may be Lee's final home run before the All-Star break. Wow, way to come through, Lee. But there's another opportunity here for Phil Lee. He can stretch this even, or he can get this lead even more if he comes through here. Even a deep fly ball would be enough. He's going to get the base hit. I don't see Schwarber advancing, so he'll get the RBI single, and that pushes the lead to 5-3. This is going to be not an extra base, not a double play. They will get Lee out, but Marcy's speed allowed them to be able to get that. Be able to beat out that double play and score a run. Ooh, ouch. The good thing Bryce Harper was aware. He grabs it, steps on first, and that's the ball game. So the Phillies win the series against the Reds 2-1 to close out their first half of the season. Phil Lee with that key 2-run homer in the 8th inning, and then coming through with an RBI single in the 9th inning. Phil Lee came through with a lot of... He was responsible for 5 of the Phillies' runs. He also... I think he also had that 6... No, he didn't have the 6th run. Wow. Phil Lee, what a way to end the first half of the season. Now, it's time to head to the All-Star game for 2026. First, though, he's got a package here he wants to open up, see what he gets. Nothing. A lot of quick sells other than that. Can't quick sell that, but I'll go through the inventory later. So what do you say we look at Phil Lee's stats for this season? So after more than half the season, Lee has 169 hits, 46 doubles, 3 triples, 36 home runs, 114 RBIs. Not striking out a lot. That's good. He actually has a positive walk to strikeout ratio. He's stolen at 3 times as many bases as he did last year. In fact, he may have actually stolen way more. He might have. That might be the most he's ever stolen in his entire career. But he has been caught stealing 3 times, so that's one more than he did last year. He's got an average of 430 with a slugging percentage of 837, an OPS over 1200. The grounding into the double plays is a problem. He's going to have to work on that. But he's been very good in terms of assists and putouts in right field. Obviously, he had a lot more in last year because he was playing first base for the Phillies, but this year not as much. That's to be expected. His WAR, my God, 9.4. Holy mackerel. So overall, a great first half of the season for the Phillies and for Phil Lee. Take a look at the standings. The Phillies have an 11.5 game lead over the Mets in the division. It's still early, but the fact that they're there means that, well, they've got a pretty good advantage heading into the All-Star break. Braves are slowly... they're still in it against the Mets, but, I mean, the further and further these teams get away, less likely they are to win the division. The Cubs are leading the way for the NL Central, although the Reds are not far behind, and neither are the Brewers, and don't count out the Pirates. They're only six games back. I mean, the Cardinals are probably the ones that, not technically out of it, but I don't see them being very competitive. And then as far as the National League West goes, no surprise, the Dodgers are leading 7.5 games over the Padres, 10.5 over the Giants, and 11 over the D-backs. The Rockies are just... As for the wild card, the Mets have the first wild card. They have a 2.5 game lead over the Reds, who have the second wild card. They're at 2 games over the Brewers, who are 1.5 over the Braves right now. So the National League wild card game, that could, or the wild card race, that could be important. For the American League East, you got the Yankees leading the way, not far behind them. Well, a bit behind them is Blue Jays at 8.5, Red Sox at 10.5, and then Orioles and Rays don't have records over 500, so maybe they'll pick it up in the second half of this regular season. For the American League Central, you have the Royals leading the way. The Twins are under 500. They're 7 games back, so plenty of time for the Twins to make it up, but they better not lose any more ground. Tigers, they're falling behind, and White Sox and Guardians, no surprise there. As for the American League West, it's a tight one. The Rangers are leading the way, but they only have a 1-game lead over the Astros. And then not far behind them is the Mariners at 3.5. And don't count out the Athletics. They're only 6 games back and they're above 500. So don't count out the Athletics. As far as the wild card goes, the Astros hold the first wild card 3 games ahead. Behind them are the Mariners at a half game for the second wild card, and then the third wild card is the Blue Jays. They're 2 games above the Red Sox and the Athletics. So very tight wild card race there. All right, I think I babbled on for. Well, we could look at the. Well, let's look at who's starting in the All Star game for the National League. We got Paul Skeens is going to make it. Emmett Sheehan, he's going to make it. Justin Steele is going to make it. Freddie Peralta is going to make it. I think probably those four, maybe Lodolo. Aaron Nola just misses out by like 2,000 votes. Sorry, Lodolo. Or sorry, Nola, but honestly, if they cut it off at Peralta, I would understand. As for relief pitchers, Matt Strom, the former Philly, he's leading the way along with Lake Backer from the Marlins, Drake Dreyer or Jack Dreyer from the Brewers, Jose Quijada from the Giants. Tanner Banks is there too, but I'm thinking that they're only going to go to Quijada. I'm not sure though. As far as closer goes, it looks like Yohan Duran is going to get it. Maybe they throw in Walker, but I feel like that Duran is going to get it. For catcher, it's Will Smith and Hunter Goodman. Drake Baldwin came close, but no cigar for him. At first base, you have Spencer Steer. He's going to represent the Reds, while Freddie Freeman behind him. Maybe they add Naylor, but I feel like they're going to do the first two. So Harper, unfortunately, misses out on an all-star appearance, but that's why he's got to be better. I mean, he's regressing. That's unfortunate. It's already down to an 86 overall, and it doesn't look like it's going to get much better for him. At second base, you have Ketel Marte. He's going to be starting, followed by Nico Herner, maybe Jake Cronenworth, but I feel like it's just going to be the top two. So Bryson Stott, not enough. I actually haven't heard from Bryson Stott all year. And Hai-Sung Kim also making a push, but not there. Sorry. Third base, Matt Chapman. He'll likely lead he's going to be the starter, followed by Caleb Durbin. Bohm may sneak in here. If he does, that'd be great. Another Philly All-Star, because right now I think we only have one other one, Duran. Noah just missed out, so at shortstop you have Francisco Lindor, Ellie De La Cruz, Hae-Sung Kim maybe, Willie Adames but I feel like it's going to be the top three for this one. For left field, you have Ian Happ, followed by Heriberto Hernandez. This guy went undrafted. What an undraftee for the D-backs to pick up, because it looks like they traded for him. And maybe Schwarber, maybe. So Schwarber may join Bohm and Duran in the All-Star game. For center field, you got Jackson Merrill, Pete Crow Armstrong, and O'Neal Cruz. Those are the three that I see making it. Excuse me. And then finally, for right field, this should come as no surprise. Phil Lee is going to start, followed by Juan Soto, and likely Fernando Tatis Jr. It's so funny to me that the first three guys here in right field for All-Star voting are also the three guys that are, that are leading the way in terms of MVP. Excuse me. I would look at the ways. I guess we could look at the American League as well, see who made it there. Casey Mizzy. Wow. Hey, he's having a great year. 9-1 with a 2.0 ERA. This is exactly what the Tigers were hoping for. Carlos Rodon, Hunter Brown, and Brian Wu, most likely. All right, so for relief pitchers, you have Tyler Rogers, Cole Winn, and Brian King. Maybe Justin Sterner, but I think it's just going to be those guys. For closing pitchers, Randy Rodriguez, David Bednar, Jeff Hoffman. Those. Maybe it's only two. Maybe it's Rodriguez and Bednar, but maybe Hoffman can squeeze in here. For catcher, Cal Raleigh is going to get the start. At first base, it's going to be Nick Kurtz. At second base, Marcus Semien, making his push for another All-Star appearance. It could be his last. At third base, you have Isaac Paredes, which is what I think the Astros were hoping they would get from him when they signed him to that deal. Or they picked him up, or they traded him. They traded for him. My bad. Shortstop, Corey Seager. Corey Seager wants to make another push towards an All-Star game. Didn't make one in 2025. He's out beating Bobby Witt Jr. That's pretty impressive. Yordan Alvarez looks to be the starting left fielder. Cody Bellinger, the starting center fielder. And I have a feeling I know who's going to be in right field. Yep, Aaron Judge. So, some pretty heavy Yankee presence here. I mean, you got Giancarlo Stanton, you got Bellinger, you got Judge. No Anthony Volpe, huh? Enough. And nothing at third base. Second base, Jazz just not having a good year, I guess. 220, a 212 average with a slugging percentage at 418 and OPS at barely over 700. He's having a bad season. Yeah, 0.2 WAR. Not good. All right, so I've done all that I can, but Philly is ready to play in the All-Star game, starting with the Home Run Derby. He's going up against Stanton, Jordan, Soto, Tatis, Caminero, Kurtz, and Schwarber. So, Lee and Schwarber.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle, only 4 will advance. In the first round, the contestants will have 3 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. The semifinal and championship rounds last just 2 minutes. If a contestant hits a home run over 425 feet during bonus time, they will earn an additional outs. Whoever hits.
All right, so top 4 advance. And we're at Citizens Bank Park. So Phil Lee, very familiar with this park, as is Kyle Schwarber.
Now that the rules are clear, it's time for the Home Run Derby. Now batting, number 35, Phil Lee. Alrighty, let's see what he can do.
Lee, deep fly ball. Is that going to be a home run? Not quite. And Lee is struggling here. There we go. There's a home run.
Into the visitors' bullpen.
That's going to be another home run.
About that one.
He's got a hold of that one. Yes, sir.
Home run. 2 minutes remaining.
Hold on, he's calling time. Got to get his stamina wrapped up. Or got to get his stamina back up. Under 2 minutes. He's only got 4. That's not good. Lee with another home run. And that's going to be gone too. Ooh, barely missed on that one. But I don't think Lee is missing on that one.
Another home run.
He's not missing on that one either.
And that one's gone into the second deck.
And that one's gone too. Finally, Lee finding his swing here. 10 home runs.
"30 seconds left.
There we go, 11.
Here. Now 11 home runs.
12.
That one is
Nope.
gone.
Nope. He's tired. That's another one.
Gone all the way out to the concourse. The bonus round has begun. No question about that one.
And another one.
A hat trick. 3 in a row.
Oh, wow. Lee keeps going. 16.
And there's another one. No doubt about this one. His 17th.
Wow.
That one's out of here and into the second deck.
18. Is that going to be enough, though, for Lee? 19.
Number 19.
Ooh, so close to number 20. And that's it. All right, so 19 for Phil Lee. That's a pretty darn good performance. All right, we're going to fast forward to the next batter. Let's see. Stanton ended up with 14, so he's not beating Lee. Jordan, what does he end up with? He ends up with 21, so he beat Lee. Next up is Juan Soto.
Now batting number.
Soto ends up with 23, so now Lee is the one with the third highest home run total. Next up is Fernando Tatis Jr. 19. This may be a tie between Tatis and Lee. Caminero, okay. We may end up in a tie here unless Kurtz or Schwarber end up hitting more than 19 home runs.
Batting.
13. So it's up to Schwarber. Schwarber hits 19. Oh, Caminero hit. Okay, well, the tiebreaker went to Lee, apparently. And he beats out Schwarber and Tatis, so he advances to the semifinals. Got a nice even National League and American League series here. I mean, 2 from the AL, 2 from the NL. This is looking good, but it's guaranteed American League versus National League in the finals.
Up first in this semifinal matchup, number 35, Phil Lee. That one is gone. His second home run. Oh, that's a monster home run. Another home run.
Oh, Lee's raking right
That
now.
one's gone into the second
I
deck.
think he found his swing.
Number 4 in a row.
Oh, may have spoken too soon there.
That one's out of here and into the second deck. 30 seconds left.
No. Fell short. No way. Ooh, good effort there. but I think he's gassed.
The bonus round has begun.
Getting 2 out front of these guys. Come on, Lee. You only have 7.
No doubt about that one. Make it 9 home runs.
10.
That's 3 in a row now. No question
11.
about that one.
12.
It's gone. Home run number 12.
13.
His third in a row. 4 in
14.
a row now.
15.
That is now 5 in a row.
He keeps going. 16.
6 consecutive home runs.
17. Oh my gosh. We don't stop.
And no
And that's it.
That will do it.
All right,
He ends the round
17.
with
Is
an
that enough to
incredible
beat Juan
17
Soto?
home runs.
We're going to watch.
And he will have to wait to see if that's enough. Now hitting.
We're going to watch.
Representing the New York Mets, number 22.
Oh, that would give
Soto.
Lee a lot of joy if he could beat Juan Soto.
That one is
But I think
gone.
Soto's finding his swing.
That one's gone.
Yep.
Into
Oh,
the
that went
center
foul.
net. Oh, that's a monster home run. Gone. That hit the batter's eye.
Nope. That one's definitely gone.
That one is gone.
All right, so 5 home runs.
30 seconds left.
I mean, Lee had
And that one's
and
gone
his
off
main-
the scoreboard.
his main home runs came in the in the bonus round.
The bonus round
Here we
has
go.
begun.
Does Soto have enough? That's 1 out. That's 2.
That one's
That's
outta
an
here.
extra
And
out,
into
so
the second deck.
Soto lives. That's 3rd out. And he's going to line out, and Phil Lee beats Juan Soto to advance to the finals. Wow. Lee with the second win in the bonus round. That put him over the edge.
Two.
Well, let's see who will meet Lee in the next. Oh, they're not going to show. Oh wait, yes they
Now
do.
hitting the
So
challenger
Caminero
in this
needs to
semifinal
beat
matchup.
11 home
Representing
runs. Can he do it?
the Tampa, 2 minutes.
He
So now
does.
on the clock.
So he hit 12 home runs. What's up, Woogie? How are ya?
Now batting, number 35, Phil Lee.
I'm doing all right. In fact,
Another home run.
right now I'm doing the home run derby with Phil Lee.
And there it is.
And he's in the
His
finals
third
right
home
now. He
run.
just beat Juan Soto
And that
to
one's
advance to
gone
the finals.
into the second deck. That one's out of here and into the second deck. That's
Right now,
number
he's
4
on a
in
roll.
row.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one to get out. What up, Dodger? How are ya?
Another home run. That's gone.
Yep, that-
home run number
That counts.
8. Make it 9.
He's always
home
had mod.
runs. The bonus round has begun.
Well, hello to your cat. Fortunately, 1 out there. 2 outs. 3,
Time's
that's
up.
it. Is
That
9
will
going to
do
be...
it.
I
He
think
finishes
9 is
with a
more than
total
enough
of
for
9 home
Caminero
runs.
to be...
And he will have to wait to see if that holds up. And now, the challenger in this championship round from the Tampa Bay Rays, number 13, Junior Caminero.
That's already 3, and he's not even a minute in. That's the scary part.
No question about that one. Just 1 minute remaining.
I think Caminero has this.
A hat trick.
Sorry,
3
Lee.
in a row.
Try again next year.
Number 4 in a row. 30 seconds left. Oh, that's
8.
a monster home run.
9.
Another
So that's
home
it. If
run.
Caminero gets one more, that may be it right there. Oh, just foul. Just foul. That may be it right there. Hierarchying, it's gone.
No
So
question about
Caminero
that
doesn't
one.
even need the bonus round. He beats Phil Lee in the finals to win the home run derby. Hey, Lee gave it his best shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your home run derby champion, Junior Caminero.
You know what? It was fun for Phil Lee. And he probably got a 98 overall card in Diamond Dynasty. So I think he'll take that. But that's the disadvantage that you have when you go first. You set the pace, and if you don't do enough, you may not win. Oh well, still fun for Lee. If we get that far, we'll have to wait and see. But now Phil Lee has he has his eyes on another game, and that's the All-Star game coming up on the 14th here. So he's ready to get a win for the All-Star for the National League All-Stars. He's ready to get it. Wait, where is he? Oh, I see. They put him in the 7 hole behind Will Smith, Ketel Marte, Juan Soto. Acuna is the DH. So they actually went three right fielders. Lee in right field, Soto in left, and Acuna at DH. Wow. That's the kind of year that those guys are having. Okay, well, I'm interested to see how this works out. All-Star game in Philadelphia. Ooh, they're going with their uniforms, their team uniforms instead of the All-Star uniforms. That's interesting. Take it in, Phil Lee. You, sir, are an All-Star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. Sorry, I couldn't hold back on that. That needed to come out.
And now, please welcome your National League All-Star.
First fielding opportunity, or first opportunity for Lee is a fielding one. Can he rob this? Yes, he can. He's going to have to hit the relay man, but at least he took away a base hit. An extra base hit, probably. But that's a catch he's been making all year. And here we go, his first all-star batting appearance. He's going to drive one to right field, but that's foul. Sorry, Lee. Froze up on that one, so not the best first all-star bat appearance at bat for Phil Lee. But hey, at least he's doing well in the field. And the National League takes the lead 5-1. Fortunately, a weak grounder to third. He's out. Continues to field well, but he didn't get to the All-Star game for fielding well. He got to the All-Star game by hitting well.
Counts 1-0.
Fooled on the curve. And get a base hit. It's going to be a tough play. He's going to have to leg it out. He does. Phil Lee gets his first hit in the All-Star game. He's going to be given a chance to run the bases here. Lee appreciates that. And he's going to advance to second on a wild pitch. That's heads-up base running right there. Now if Chapman can just drive him in. Or he can just advance him to third. That works too.
Up next for the National League, the first base.
What about Spencer Steer? Nope. Ground ball right to the shortstop, and Steer's going to ground out. Well, Phil Lee gets one more opportunity. Oh, whoa. What's going on with his uniform? Okay, get the runner at home, unfortunately. Well, that was weird. Oh, Phil Lee. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. This could be interesting. Imagine a home run to walk it off for the National League. That would be amazing. That would be a moment that Phil Lee will never forget.
Ball 2.
Now, if the pitcher would just throw one above in the strike zone, maybe Phil Lee could knock it out of the park. Lee drives this one center field. It's going to bounce and be off the wall. So Philly at least puts himself in position to be able to score the winning run.
Now batting, third baseman.
Heck of a time for Matt Chapman to come through if he's got anything here. Fly ball, left field, but the left fielders are under it. And that's the final out. So we're heading to extras. Yeah. Let's see this. Could be a double play to end the game. Who knows? Oh, it is a double play. All right. Well, the American League wins it there. That's disappointing. I'm sure Lee wanted to win in front of the hometown crowd. But you know what? He got his first All-Star appearance. And I think he enjoyed every minute of it. Nearly winning the home run derby, nearly winning the All-Star game. Just a lot of nearlies. But that's okay. It's all about having fun. We may have some upgrades to make here. Let's see. Yes, he can. And he'll be an 87 overall. All right, it's time to get back to work for Phil Lee and the Phillies. They're going to host the Dodgers coming out of the All-Star break. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, I want to see some transactions that took place. Let's see. Trades. Oops. Hold on. Got to go back, because I screwed up there. So, the Royals acquired James Wood from the Nationals for Marshall Garrett, Sean Gamble, and Josh Hammond. Wow. And the Mariners acquired Mason Wynn from the Twins for Fletcher Lopez and Johnny Farmelo. The Athletics got Jason Foley from the Rockies for Robert Quaison. I'm sorry if I. They also got Matt Vierling from the Tigers for Daniel Susac. The Mariners got Matthew Baton from the Guardians for Troy Taylor. The Cubs got Franklin Arias from the White Sox for Jace Laviolette and Drew Gray. The Giants got Matt Wallner from the Rays for Trevor McDonald and Dakota Jordan. And then the Rays acquired Johnny Pereda from the Twins for Sammy Siani. Mariners acquired Cade Smith from the Guardians for Ernie Carter and Leonardo Bernal. Mariners acquired Gabriel Arias from the Guardians for didn't they just ship Arias off? Oh no! That was the Cubs. My bad. Well, let's keep going. Kyle Stowers goes to the Baltimore Orioles for Hiwa Aloy and Vance Honeycutt. The Phillies acquired Tyler Freeman from the Rockies for Moises Chase. Marlins got Alex Benelis from the Phillies for Anthony Bender. That's a big pickup. Bolsters the bullpen. And then the D-backs got Bailey Ober from the Tigers for Manuel Pena. And then the D-backs also acquired as Oswald Peraza from the Angels for Adrian Del Castillo. What's up, Bray? How are you? And that's about the latest trades that have happened. So we'll have to see if any more are made as we get closer to the trade deadline. Oh, first a batting. Phil Lee's going to get a batting drill in. Doing good, about to turn on college basketball. What you watching? Michigan? I know they're doing pretty hot right now, but I also know Wisconsin has taken down some top teams this year, so I think Wisconsin's making a play towards the Big Ten Conference. But I really don't follow college basketball all that much. Number 1, Michigan, and number 7, Purdue. Ooh, that sounds like a good matchup. Well, seeds in what? They're already doing the conference tournament? Well, we're not even through February yet. Oh, we got a phone call here. I think this is from Stephanie. Yeah, she just wanted to check in for the All-Star break. Congrats on making your first MLB All-Star team. Anything? No, I think Phil Lee is pretty happy with where he is with the Phillies right now, so he's just going to say, no thanks, I'm good. Oh, so you get 3 opportunities to talk to Stephanie and potentially change your position. That's at the beginning of at the beginning of spring training, at the All-Star break, and at the end of the season. Okay, interesting. Ooh, does Lee have time? Well, I already started this game up, so he's got 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get this underway. Looks like the Phillies already taking a 1-0 lead over the Dodgers. Good. Gotta get out early. Lee taking Yoshinobu Yamamoto the other way. Past the diving Freddie Freeman for another hit that sends his hitting streak to 17 games.
Batting 6, the 7th, Brandon Mark.
And Lee just wanted to be sure there. Not that he was going to advance up to third if he had gone on contact. But at least he made it up to second.
That's a ball.
And he's going to make it up to third because Bohm's going to draw a walk. So now, Bryce Harper, big opportunity here. And he blows it by popping up to the third baseman.
Batting 9, the catcher.
And Marchand do what Harper couldn't and drive in a run. He can by drawing a walk. So the Phillies lead is now 2-0 thanks to a walk that drove in a run. And they're up to 3-0. He's got that. No problem.
One.
Pork chops?
One ball, one strike.
Yeah, pork chops. Couple pork chops. They were good. No mashed potatoes though. It was just pork chops. Just the meat. Probably not a healthy lunch, but it was a filling lunch to say the least.
Full count.
There you go, Lee. Force Yamamoto to throw strikes. He throws strikes, more likely to hit him. That wasn't a strike, but either way, even if he didn't swing on it, he would have gotten on first. Yes, because I'm about 8 minutes away from ending this stream, so I don't even know why I started another game. I should have just said that was it. In fact, I teased, yesterday when I was teasing this stream, I was saying that the All-Star game was probably going to be the end of the stream. Oh well. It is what it is. And that's... That's why I hate... That's the one thing I hate about fielding the outfield. Just trying to judge these balls because they're clearly... It's clearly hard to judge them. He'll be kicking himself after that one.
Laser.
Not a double. But I suppose as long as he gets on base, that's what matters, right?
Number 60, Brandon Marsh.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. That's the third out, so. All right. So, oh. All right, now Phil Lee has to come through here. Bottom of the 7th. Game is now tied. And he comes through in a big way. Ring that bell for Phil Lee. That's his 37th home run on the year. And the Phillies take a 6-3 lead. Phillies like, yeah, I'm going to come through in a big way. I'm going to hit a home run. Hey, no better way to come through. Yeah, we'll enter. Why not? Let it be the last thing that Phil Lee does in this stream before I sign off. And he lines out to first base, and that's the ball game. The Phillies picking up where they left off in LA, taking game 1 against the Dodgers. huge right there. Huge to get a game against the Dodgers. But he's going to return to the clubhouse now because that's going to be the end of the stream. So that's going to do it for me, guys. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV NextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start a stream. So how about that? Phillies starts his first All-Star game. He gets into the home run derby, makes it to the finals. Unfortunately, does not come through with a win. He would have loved to, but unfortunately, he has to do better than 9 home runs in the finals in order for that to happen. So, but now he's looking ahead to what the rest of the 2026 season has in store. I mean, he's got to win an MVP. He's got to win a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, a Hank Aaron Award, a batting title. He's got to win it all, and he's got to make sure that the Phillies make the playoffs with him on it. So we'll be starting up the second half, or we'll be kicking off the second half of the 2026 regular season in the next stream. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I hope you'll tune in because tomorrow is my birthday. So I hope you'll tune in and just say happy birthday and come enjoy a birthday stream with me. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.